Hey guys, it is George, Florida Parks After Dark. Hey, we are here at the Riviera Resort in Walt Disney World, which is a stone's throw away from Epcot. Fantastic resort, Parisian, French inspired, beautiful architecture, deluxe resort, has some interesting characteristics we gotta show you. So let's go in and take a look. So obviously this is based on France and Paris and all those things, and it has all the overlays. I mean, you can even see it with a rounded roof line there and all that. Very architecturally French. Has a great little waterfall that splashes down, comes underneath where we're standing, and it's only coming this way. So somewhere in the middle, it rains. But with that being said, let's go in. Now, this is a DVC property, but you also can still rent and come here and stay. The lobby is fantastic. That chandelier in the lobby is different than anything we've seen anywhere. I mean, you could probably pick out some hidden Mickeys in there, but that's that. So here is check-in, and this is where everybody comes in and check-in. So circle around. The lobby itself is relatively small and kind of narrow. That's why you got a lot of this background noise. Down that hallway is some of the rooms. And then we'll be going down those stairs right here in just a minute. Kind of continue all the way around. So that's the lobby. Now on the outside lobby here is the La Boutique, which is the store. We'll be going that shortly. But they have the cafe. So we'll go into Le Petit Cafe, the little cafe. So little cafe is awesome. It has, obviously it has all the treats. For Halloween, what they've done, it has the Halloween macaroon trio. So it's pumpkin spice milk chocolate, green apple chocolate, and blood orange dark chocolate, which is just beautiful. They have these fantastic Mickey pops. The ears, if you look real close, have Riviera stamps on with the chocolate, gold leaf. They have a lemon, and then there's actually how the trio macaroons come in package. We come through here, we'll show you the other delightful things they have. Now it is World Princess Week. And for here they have Aurora, Sleeping Beauty. So there's hers. And here's what it looks like. But they also have this orange coffee tart, orange cream eclair. And then over here they have the wine poached pear. And a chocolate kind of mousse cake with the mousse macaroon. Awesome. So, and of course, fantastic coffees. So this is the cafe, and it's directly to your left off the lobby. But what's off the cafe is this. It's like a library. It is a beautiful, quiet space. Lighting's fantastic. They do a lot of the activities here for the kids. And they have all the books on the shelves over here, which is great. And then in here they have these windows, which are great. It's a lot of the Disney themed stuff, but in French. Three Little Pigs. And Walt himself had a fascination with Paris. Spent some time there, obviously. So there's the French Mickey. And here's Walt and his wife. This is a great little space. Come in here, charge your phones and relax and enjoy it. Now, we may continue down this hallway off the lobby. It's covered in pictures of Walt. Now, Walt traveled the world and really gathered his ideas. Really just kind of ahead of it during his research. And then continue straight down this hallway. You'll kind of see a really great abstract painting of Cinderella's castle. And then down to the right there is more rooms. So we'll go back out towards the lobby. Past the inn right to our right coming up here. And then past the cafe. The lounge is the Voyager's Lounge right where we were. So that's the top floor. So now we're going to jump in. We're going to show you La Boutique, which is their store. Their store is I have to tell you, honestly, it's off the charts. Real quick, I want to show you this painting, which is really neat. So it's this French abstract painting, bright colors. If you see, Minnie's in there, Pluto's in there. And if you kind of come over here, then you got Mickey and you got Donald. Goofy's strangely absent, but that's a different conversation. So guys, we're gonna go into La Boutique next and see what that has to offer. Hey guys, George Floor Parks After Dark. Hey, we're here at La Boutique, which is in the Riviera Resort. Beautiful resort, right kind of on the same circle as Caribbean Beach, which we'll explain at some different point in this video. But right now, this is their merchandise store. It is Halloween. It's about to be September, so it's Halloween in Disney. And so this store, however, doesn't overwhelm me with Halloween merch. It is just one table. It has a lot more to offer, which is great. So they have great ears. I'll tell you right now, those ears we haven't seen anywhere else but here, and they are awesome. So they have the Fab Five as pumpkins. They have a shirt like that somewhere we've had video on that. A leather bow with a Mickey kind of metal pendant that snaps. So you can take the bow off and make it a boy version or girl version. Really, really great set of ears. And they have a pouch just for that. They have the pumpkin ears and then the bubble wands. And then stuff we've seen before, which is the Pluto Glow in the Dark, Mickey Wizard, the mini pumpkin. These look amazing. And then this we've seen only in a few places. It's a countdown clock to Halloween. It's $59.99. It's just really high end. Of course, all our favorites. The Halloween colored Rice Krispie treats. The different colored popcorn. And then these light necklaces. Now, the mini ghosts and the Mickey ghosts are really hugely popular. And there's another one, the shirts with the pumpkins on it. But as we come around, we'll take a look. And this is two other things. Well, real quick, haven't seen this. Now this is a great Christmas ornament, yes. With Halloween, with Mickey and Minnie on the pumpkin. And that's $26.99. There's the Halloween magnet. And the lug, which is a small version, kind of a little crossbody. And then they have the oversized bags. We're seeing these now more and more with Vampire Mickey, which was actually his costume last year, which is interesting, by the way. This shirt we've seen nowhere else. We go back to the Halloween, the Christmas ornament. They're in the balloon. Here's the castle from the countdown we just saw. And the back is plain. Interesting. Okay, so that's their Halloween stuff, but that's not what they have to offer. There's so much more in the store. Kind of peel off this way. Now you kind of get into the cafe. Has its own hoodie shirt, which is great with the stripe. This is DVC, which is their timeshare. This entire section is DVC. That has their own lounge fly, which is a very cool lounge fly. DVC lounge fly. Their shirts. They have hoodies, purses, all the lounge flies. So this is all that. Now we come back around and we come back over past the Halloween stuff. This is just straight Riviera stuff. Great Riviera tea. I love the fact that the resorts actually come with their own merchandise. There's a Skyliner t-shirt that is just top notch. This is a major Skyliner hub. And this is a Skyliner coffee mug. How awesome is that? A lot of coffee goes in there. I'm loving it. $19.99. So they have Huey, Dewey, and Louie, Scrooge McDuck, and Daisy and Donald. These oversized graphic shirts, and they've gone a different way with it. They have this shirt, which is very obviously Haunted Mansion, but it's a high-end one. And then they have, it looks like a Polynesian one. It's actually, we'll go Polynesian. And then there's a Star Wars one. And then there's just a plain old Mickey one. Mickey in all his ways. You go back into more of the adult lines of stuff where they have the great spirit jerseys for adults. Here they kind of match. You're really going that purple, blue, gold, which is great. You come back through. Now we're into Riviera stuff. So we had the La Boutique shirt. Now there's a Riviera version of it right here. It's a great tee. And I gotta tell you, some of the best ears in any sort of scene, leaning to one of the best Loungeflies, leading to the best Loungefly. I would tell you right now, Grand Floridian's Loungefly and this one are competition. If you look at the sequins, they're Mickey heads. We actually have one of those. It is awesome. Another Christmas decoration, and they kind of just continue with the French cafe theme throughout, which is great. More shirts for little guys, and if you go up to Topolino's, which is restaurant up top, Mickey is a painter up there. Minnie has her French gown on. There's a large version of both of those, which is awesome. Now they kind of go more into more of an adult kind of version of this stuff. High-end purses and handbags, and then they have scents and candles. That is what they have clothing-wise. So what they have here is they have at other places as well. Is they have this. Art on demand is basically a way to get prints made for you while you being able to decide if it's canvas, if it's paper, what frame you have, what size you have, if you how you want it, and you get it shipped to you, and you can have this kind of artwork. Now this is what they have up. This is all produced by that canvas on demand. And so what really caught us in this place was this beautiful artwork. And when we asked, we could get it. There's a replica of the painting we saw in the hallway. So through this, and we've done a video on this, so you can definitely look it up. You can pick, select, and then temper your price based on what selections you make, size, material choices, framing, not framing, and get your own print. So I want to share that as well. So that is La Boutique. As we venture back out in the lobby, we're on our next adventure. All right, so guys, so we're done with the store. We're on our way back now. Now we're gonna go down these stairs. I said when we first got here, the lobby is relatively small and narrow. Pushes right out down to these stairs. There goes down to the first floor. You kind of enter on the second floor, which is always kind of mind-boggling. Then come to that first floor. So before we go out, this hallway is really neat. They have movie posters in French. So that's Coco with a French. That's the Incredibles French version, and it goes down and down and down. What they have in here, which is great, is this is the kids' space. They have activities and movies. It's really just an awesome spot. And then the movie posters continue. But we're here for that. We're here to go out. I'm gonna show you what they have down here on the ground floor of this beautiful resort. Okay, so the resort itself kind of is like a U. It kind of hooks around either side of the central area, creating the central courtyard. So we're straight down the middle. On this side, they have the oversized chest and a great swing. A beautiful Riviera Resort symbol. Another swing. They have bocce ball over that way. They're doing the beanbag throw, but they have a big space in the middle. The curved lines there are kind of reminiscent of Versailles, which is obviously a palace in France. They have what I love is if you look at the trees, the triangles. This is the only place in Disney really where they take that much care to really shape those trees. And those are real trees. Those aren't like topiaries. I'll turn back and I want to show you the resort itself. It is a beautiful resort. It truly is. But we got more to see. So let's keep going. So we're gonna go straight ahead of us. Straight ahead of us, you'll see off to your right, the Skyliner. I'm gonna go to our right for a second. So Skyliner, there's a major Skyliner hub here. It connects you to Caribbean Beach, it connects you to Art of Animation, it connects you to Pop Century. Also takes you to the parks if you hit a certain number. This is their quiet pool. We won't go in because it's quiet pool, but that's kind of off to the side. We'll head back down. Surrounded here by this lake. This is Hourglass Lake. If you were in a helicopter, look down, it looks like an hourglass. There's a gelato stand here. Gelato is a richer ice cream. And so they have cookies and cream, chocolate, lemon, mint, chocolate chip, my favorite, and pistachio. And then a fruit one, strawberry and vanilla, which is just an awesome little spot. We continue down along this path. And this path is great. So it takes you down along the way. What you'll see over here, that's the Caribbean Beach. So Caribbean Beach, 8 Caribbean Beach is a different resort. It's a moderate resort. The lake, they share the lake. Caribbean Beach is made up of different island chains that their little houses are made of. But you get to see it from here, and I'll explain why in a second. This is their fire pit where they do their marshmallows and s'mores. Don't forget, marshmallows are free to do. You have to buy a s'mores kit. It's $9.99 to get the 2 chocolate bars and the graham crackers. You get a whole pack of graham crackers. $9.99 sounds like a lot. We did it at the campground. Really is a lot of s'mores coming out of that pack, but marshmallows are free. Just so you know that. Now we're going to continue around the path. Now, here's where they do movies in the lawn. They put the inflatable screen here. They have big speakers. And you can watch your movies here. What's behind here is the pool. We'll show you that in a second. Now, why is Caribbean Beach so close to Riviera Resort? Those who don't know, here's the secret. Originally, this was 2 other island chains for Caribbean Beach. They tore those down to create room for Riviera Resort. They put the Riviera Deluxe Resort here after they claimed that land back. It's not been open too long. It's one of the newer deluxe resorts they have in Disney. A lot of conversations about the deluxe status because of it's not really close in proximity to a lot, but it has the access with the Skyliner, buses, and minivans, transportation to get you to where you gotta be. Smallish on a deluxe resort size, but it's a beautiful spot. And what I'm about to show you, that, my friends, is the most elegant, luxurious splash park you've ever seen. It has elephants. It's almost a Fantasia-themed splash park, white marble. It is beautiful. The elephant up on top there, he fills that bucket that's about to dump. So we're gonna wait for that. Here it goes. And it splashes down. Even that was elegant. It has a slide, 2 slides actually. It's just really, really, really beautiful spot. You can see we get a better shot for you guys in a sec. Just hang out. We're coming right back at the hotel. So we've done basically a full circle. And what we're rounding around again is a pool area. Splash park's kind of all the way over on one side. But it has the elephants spraying. It has hippos holding this up. It has flamingos on the side holding it up. They have water cannons. They have slides. They have sprayer jets. And they have chairs for adults to sit and relax. So this is the most elegant splash park in all of Disney World. And if I were to tell you in my top 5, this is in the top 3. It is just a beautiful spot. What you're seeing there is their slide. It reminds me of the Caribbean Beach slide. Very funny. It's attached. If you go to the Caribbean Beach pool, there's a Pirates of the Caribbean vibe to it with a slide. It kind of looks just like that. Very interesting. But there's their pool area. Pool here has a hot tub, and then it has the pool area, has a 0 entry. It's kind of a regular shaped pool, but it's a nice sized pool. Now we're kind of going back towards the quiet pool straight ahead of us, but over here is Bar Riva. Bar Riva obviously is a bar. So 10 p.m. is open. It has frozen drinks, cocktails, and all that. It's really just a nice spot. TVs, probably a great spot to catch a football game on Sundays. And then Primo Plato is their counter service. We'll go and take a peek at that real quick. Let me see what we got. So this is their counter service. Yeah, right? This is their counter service. So it's got a good vibe in here. I'm gonna come around here. Now here is the menus. So basically it does have slightly different things. It does do the very nice salads, very nice entrees, French inspired, French influenced. And then they do come through with the kids meals, which are standard, so you have that. But they do also have in here, which is great. They have a great pastries area. It says France or French inspired, so great pastries. they come get. Cinnamon twists are screaming at me, but I hate to tell you, if I were to buy a cinnamon twist, I'm going to Grand Floridian. Now, we're now looking back at the bocce ball. That's kind of where we were when we came out. So we're downstairs now, so we're going to walk this way, back down the hallway. And really what catches you when you're at Riviera is the use of this white marble. It's beautiful, it's everywhere, it lightens the space up. Here's a great boat model of the Wish. Every resort, deluxe resort, has a model of a ship, and they're all different ships. But yes. Now, for those who were listening before, this is the wall of movies. I'm going through relatively quick of French titles of Disney movies. And we're back at our stairs, passing the children's lounge room. All right, now what we're gonna do is walking straight through. We'll go out the other door, opposite where we went last time. There's a large chest over there. And this is just a great walkway. Now, they do have a gym, and it's right in there. We're walking next to the quiet pool just to our left. I'll show you why we're going down here. So now we're walking kind of right parallel to the hotel, which is right here. I can touch it to my right. And this path is very important. We talked about the Skyliner a lot. This path takes you to the Skyliner. So you can walk from the hotel to catch the Skyliner hub. Again, from that Skyliner, you can take Skyliners out to Art of Animation, Caribbean Beach, Pop Century, or another set that'll take you to Hollywood Studios or Epcot. So a huge spot to kind of go from, but it is really just a beautiful, beautiful spot. So we kind of dive in here, showing you this because this station has something really very cool. They have great tile work. Now you know the tile work they have at Cinderella's Castle. Well, this is what they have here. Clearly frozen with the lanterns going up. I'm gonna go all up. It goes over the top, and turn with the lantern, and comes down to Rapunzel's tower. So the tower goes up and over this arch area, which is really very cool with these fountains. But there's another one. Let me show you this real quick. So there's a sign. Epcot, you take that Skyliner to your left, Caribbean Beach and Hollywood Studios straight ahead, and then Pop Century Art of Animation. There's three different kind of hubs come off this. But then they have this one. I'll show you this extra tile work. It just really sets it apart as well. Peter Pan. So you're in London, there's Big Ben. As you go up, there's the pixie dust. As you come down, you land in Never Never Land. There's Captain Hook's boat. There's the Indians. There's the water where the mermaids are if you do the ride. It's just awesome. So that's the tile work. That's the Skyliner hub. Skyliner, when it first opened, had its issues, but that was many years ago. Since then, has become basically a bellwether transportation system to get from this side of the park. If you're not on a monorail loop over by Bay Lake, they brought this in as a way to kind of say, okay, this is how you get around other than buses on this side of the Magic Kingdom. Sorry, Walt Disney World. So we're going back into the hotel, see what we got. But with that, all right, guys. So that was Riviera Resort. Beautiful resort. A lot to offer in a small package. Right here on a really good hourglass lake. Got the Skyliner, got the buses. High-end finishes, high-end fixtures, beautiful spot. So listen, George Florida Parks, Cyber Dark, do me a favor, like and subscribe. Take a chance to get out here and visit. It's a great spot to be. And you guys take have a great day.